Hello Internet, welcome back to Watch with Joe. It is time for another episode of Willow. Yes. I really enjoyed the first episode. I was practically squeaking with giddiness at points. It was fairly embarrassing, but there we go. Let's catch up on where we were at the end of the last episode. Laura Dannon has been hidden away after a vision from Willow seeing the return of great evil to destroy her. And so time has passed. The twin son and daughter of Sorcia and Mad Mardigan, are seemingly two of our protagonists. I don't know. At least one of them has been kidnapped by the forces of evil, and that's the brother. That's the boy. That's the lad who is a heartthrob. He's got the spinny sword skills of Mad Mardigan, and has. I'll get to the other bit about him in a bit. And his twin sister Kit, who is so desperate to be an independent person and to not be this coaxed into this arranged marriage and just to be free to do what she wants to do and go where she wants to go. She wants adventure in the great wide somewhere. She's I'm quoting Disney lyrics now. But yeah. Oh, I'm distracted. Basically, the twins are very similar to their parents, and now that Eric has been kidnapped, Kit is going to go after him because obviously she is, and she has companions. She has her betrothed, who is not a fighter. He seems much more of a bookish type. He does play the flute, so maybe he's a bard. Her friend slash person who she's actually in love with, who is Jade, and she's trying to become the first female knight, which is pretty cool. They are utterly in love with each other, which is beautiful and sad, because obviously they're never going to be. At the moment they're not going to be together because of it, because of the situation they're in. And the last is I'm going to guess a sellsword type person who's got this fucking cleaver as a weapon. It's massive, like 1.5 2 foot cleaver on a long pole arm. It's like, ooh. It's murderous. And I can't remember his name, unfortunately, because I'm a dum-dum. And I don't think I wrote it down. But yeah, they go off in search of... Their long-term plan is to go in search of Eric, but their short-term is to find Willow. They need a sorcerer, and that sorcerer is Willow. But on their journey, they were joined by another person. This person is known as Muffin Girl, and she's a cook in the castle kitchens, who happens to have fallen in love with Eric, and Eric has seemingly fallen in love with her. So she heads off from the castle in secret and joins the the party out looking for Eric. Turns out she's Laura Dannon. How do we find out about that? Of course, when they catch up with Willow, he looks at her, and reveals the mark on her arm, which has been hidden by magic. And it's very cool, and that's where we left off at the end of the episode. Oh, it was such a fun first episode. I loved it so much, and I'm now looking forward to watching episode 2 of Willow. This is younger Willow.
Our true enemy is still out there, and the only thing standing in his path is Elora. It's time to begin her training.
But she's still a child.
A child of immense power. You've seen it. But if it isn't encouraged, it'll fade like all things do without proper nourishment.
There are other ways to defend ourselves.
There is no barrier strong enough to keep the enemy out forever.
I know. That's why I sent Mad Martigan in search. I found a clue in the ancient scrolls.
Ooh.
The whereabouts of the Chimerian Cuirass. There's no one left who could even...
I'll train her.
My dear friend.
Don't doubt
You're
him.
the bravest man I've ever known.
Don't doubt him.
The truest heart I ever will. But you're not a great sorcerer. And you never will be.
Sorcerer.
Follow me.
Oh, he's moved them all underground.
It is the Lord Dannon. You are a Lord Dannon.
It's really nice to meet you.
You're in. I was the one who found you. Well, me and my brother Rannon. It was the best thing I've ever done. You were the most beautiful giant baby.
This is so cute.
You're beautiful.
This so makes me so happy.
You okay? You just look a bit,
Freaked out?
deranged.
The High Aldwin will now address the village.
This can't be good. Oh.
Danger. The child has revealed herself.
Oh, that's not good.
A capricious kitchen maid, eh?
I need you to bring her home.
If she's out there, we'll find her.
Oh, no good.
She has strayed from her sanctuary.
She could still destroy me. Laura Dannon must not reach the city.
My disciple answers, even now.
That's not good.
What haven't you told me, Dar? Dar.
If anything happens to her, the world will burn.
And that's where you have to go.
Yep.
To protect her. And when he's ready, you'll give her this.
Idiots! Nincompoops! Where is she?
Laura? We thought she was with you.
This right here is why no one's allowed above ground. You're also being awfully cavalier with the fate of the world, princess. Now think about this for a moment. Everyone you've ever cared about will be made to serve the power behind the throne, and their only hope of escaping that nightmare is now wandering around in the woods.
Where are you going? To look for her. But just do what you want. You always do.
Oh.
I can't defeat the Crone without you. You can't save Airk without me.
Guess that makes us partners.
No, makes me your teacher and you my student.
That works too. I'm excited. To learn magic and whatnot.
I love you, Dada. You've always been. You always will be. My hero.
Oh God, I'm gonna cry.
Perilous quest. Was all it would take for you to say that. I'd have done it a long time ago.
How do you?
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Such a wonderful feeling.
What is?
Purpose.
No, that's not good. He's turned into some sort of puppet.
The Chimerian cuirass?
Yeah, the cuirass. The legendary armor.
Yeah, I know what it is. And so you wasted it searching for a magical breastplate that somebody told you in a bedtime story? That's like the saddest thing I've ever heard.
No, your father, he didn't think it was sad. No, he spent 5 years searching the world for it. I know, because I was with him. I was his squire.
So,
Oh!
what, you're telling me you know what happened to him?
Oh, yeah. He found it.
That's new information!
There's something very special inside you that's been stifled for far too long. Our job is to set it free.
Oh, just like the old days!
There is an energy that flows through all living things.
The bloodstream of the universe.
Yes.
The Force!
Energy can be recreated. Repeat after me. Tuatha, Olthrokmora, Hoatha.
Tuaka,
You're gonna have to go slower, Willow.
Tuatha,
No, Hoatha, like
She hasn't got the ear.
I'm warning you.
Oh, you're what? Do your old disappearing pig trick?
From now on, I protect my people. I don't care what happens to you or her.
Oh, Willow.
Laura.
My name's not Elora. It's not even Dove. That's just what Eric calls me. It's Brunhilde.
No!
Really?
Yeah.
You can do this. You're just not feeling the words.
Don't stop.
I didn't say anything.
You don't have to say anything. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Really? What? That
Wasting your time.
And we're wasting time? You haven't
Yeah.
given her a chance. Time.
If you ever needed any help, I could do that.
Is he crushing
Whenever.
on Laura?
Why do you think Kid is so mean to you? She's jealous. Why do you think Jade defends you? She's dedicated. And Borman sticks around to see what you can do. So, yeah, there's something kind of funny about the fact that you seem to be the one person who can't see how extraordinary you are.
This is interesting, Graydon.
The power inside her had to be nurtured, or it would dissipate till there was nothing left. She was Elora Danan once. She isn't anymore. A wake-up on a battlefield. Melwyn, Daikini, all manner of... till I find her. No matter what I do, no matter how many times I try to change her fate, in the end, for our world to survive, Elora Danan has to die.
Oh, no.
Can I help you?
I want you to tell me what happened to my father. And everything there is to know about the Chimerian cuirass.
Interesting.
Tuatha! Tuatha! Please.
Tuatha.
Fuck! Oh, there it comes. Look how tall it is in comparison to what Willow thought it was going to be. Oh my god, the berries are already there! Ah! Shit! So that was episode 2 of Willow, and it continues to be a very enjoyable show. So many happy and excitable moments for myself. Seeing the villagers again and all, and Willow being sort of lost, I feel. Saoirse telling him he's not a great sorcerer, forbidding him to train Allura when she probably should have, and him hiding the truth of his vision must have been just weighing on him for years at this point. But it's so good. We did get a lot more insight into the characters this time in this episode. We also got some Madigan news. Information news. So Saoirse sent Mad to look for this magic armor of some sort, and with him he sent a squire. He brought his squire with him, and who happens to be Borman, who is now a big cleaver dude. So, and Kit now knows that Mad Margan was sent on this mission by Saoirse. So he didn't abandon them, which is what I thought might have happened. Which actually makes me feel much better, really, because Mad Margan went on such a journey in the film, emotional, spiritual kind of a journey. So yeah, that's cool. But now that Kit is asking Borman about exactly what happened to him, I imagine next episode we're going to get some very cool backstory on that. Graydon, who I put down in previous episodes being quite bookish and he's not a warrior, and I'm proved correct. He is quite bookish, but he's also very insightful, which is really interesting. He seems to have a very good handle on the different members of the adventuring party, as we might as well just call it. I'm very much thinking of this as a Dungeons and Dragons adventuring party at this point. For my own sensibilities. But it's very interesting to see how insightful he is, and you can see that how Kit is jealous and Jade is loyal, and Borman just wants to find out how he can survive. Really, because he's a survivor, and yeah, it's really interesting to see that insight, and to see his the way he works, because he's always listening and writing in his notebook and stuff. It's very interesting. As far as Allura goes, she does not really believe in her own powers. She doesn't believe in herself. And that's understandable when you've gone, I don't know how old she is, 18, 19, 20, I don't know, years being just a normal person with no thought of this higher purpose, then being told about it, it's hard to grasp that. But right at the end, we saw the magic is in her and is very strong, because Willow was saying that the growth spell would shoot up a couple of a little like breaking of the soil, kind of early sproutings. but when she did it, it went berries and all. Unfortunately, though, she was kidnapped by the knight who has been puppeted by the. I'm not even sure how to describe it, but I'm gonna go with mage who attacked in episode 1, who put the mark on him. Very interesting. So next episode they're gonna have to get Allura back, and they're gonna have to start, really getting down to it. And I imagine, like I said, we're gonna get that Mad Mardigan stuff. It's gonna be very, very cool. The stuff with Sorcerer and Willow kind of bummed me out, but it tracks perfectly, because Willow didn't really show that much power in the film. He had the potential, but he didn't really show that much power. So she hasn't seen it, and to be fair, we haven't really seen much either. We've just got to believe, kind of like Allura does. It's a very interesting dynamic at the moment, and like I said, I'm just looking forward to the next episode. And yeah, it's not that far away, so that's good. And that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and comment below. All those things help me grow the channel, so I'll keep doing this for you, the internet. Tell me all your thoughts about episode 2 of Willow and the show so far, and your thoughts on the film if you've just recently watched it, maybe for the first time. Yeah, hit me up in the comments. I'm always there, ready to talk. And I will see you in the next video.